Okay, guys, Ken's 97 still 171, part 2 from Madrid to someplace in Italy. It is Livorno. Just so you guys know, I did learn, hit the F6, next rest stop in 10 hours and 11 minutes. So that is the hours left until you have to sleep again. So what we're going to do now is get some fuel. We're at half a tank. We could probably just wait. But we're going to get fuel now so I don't have to worry about it later. Where is the fuel thing? It's right there. That's convenient. €6, €6.21. Is it €6.21? Wow, only 99 gallons. So it's 200, probably a 200-gallon tank. All right. We're good for 11 hours or so. We might be able to. Oh. We might be able to make that happen. 677 miles. We need to go 60. No, we're not going to make it. We're going to have to make another rest stop because of the speeds we can travel here. So it'll be a 3-part. Maybe it'll end up being two long sections and a short section, possibly.
Keep left.
Oh, it remembered my speed from when I turned off the truck. That's nice. Interesting in this game how you're speed limited to. Oh, here's another freaking toll booth. The only one with the E, great, is the one in the far right lane here. Interesting how none of these cars are going to let me in. This is ridiculous. That one went right through there, so maybe I do need to get one of those pre-pass things. For 56,000 pounds, 57,000 pounds of cargo, this truck accelerates pretty damn well. Unlike that Cascadia. There are plenty of powerful engines available in American trucks, but none in that Cascadia. So it's a sort of a selection of, do I drive a truck that I really like better than everything else? Or do I pick a truck that has a more powerful engine? When in reality, the powerful engine, it's handy for when you're accelerating, but other than that, driving down the highway doesn't really matter that much. So I'd rather pick the more quiet, comfortable, better handling truck with the digital mirrors than something with more power. The Volvo is available with a 700 something horsepower engine as well, but that Volvo, the VNL's 8 something in ATS, does not have the same interior as this, nor does it have the digital mirrors available. So it's supposed to. There's an option. No, not. Yeah. Anyway, there was a mod that was supposed to make it work, but it doesn't. So.
Keep left.
God, another freaking toll booth. I don't know about you, but it seems like a real waste of time and space and money to have these toll booths so close together. We do this in the US too. 30 euros to drive 5 miles to the next way toll booth area. It's ridiculous. Ugh. Oh, here I am yawning in real life. Why is it? It's like, why am I only going 50? Oh, it's a hill. Other frickin' toll booth. Jesus Christ. man. God, we're only halfway done. I'm glad I didn't do a 2,000-mile trip. Income on that last trip there was minus 1,000 euros. The hell? How does that even happen?
Keep left.
Sorry if I'm a little quiet, guys. Getting a little tired and my phone's blowing up over here. In real life, I mean. Oh my God. More fucking way stations. Jesus Christ. Okay, give me a second, guys. My phone's been like going crazy for a couple seconds here. I need to actually check it. Give me a second, guys. Make sure it's not something important. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes real life intrudes. And as soon as I put the phone down, it beeps again. Yeah, I ordered some equipment. I think I said this already, but just in case I didn't, I bought a 24 terabyte hard drive, reconditioned, factory recertified, I should say, and also a relatively decent 2 terabyte M.2. I really wanted to buy a 4 terabyte M.2, but its primary purpose is to put my Steam library, put all the Steam games on the M.2 so they load better, load faster. And I went in and looked, and all of my Steam games only amount to half a terabyte. So I have quite a few games that I do not have actually installed. You know, they go on sale, you buy them just so you have them, but a couple of them are, 50 terabytes. I'm sorry, 50 gigabytes. So I didn't install them because I really didn't have the space. So I figured, okay, if all the games I have now are half a terabyte, 2 terabytes will be more than enough for the games, and then the 24 terabyte mechanical drive will just be, permanent storage. I've got a bunch of big drives that I've bought in the past, a 10 terabyte and some other drives. They're all getting kind of old, and I'd like to move all of that stuff onto one
Keep
drive.
left.
And then eventually, quite frankly, I'd like to buy another 24 terabyte drive, um,
Keep left.
and duplicate it, and then take that second drive and, put it someplace secure. Or, get all of the data onto the 124 terabyte drive, go through it, organize it, consolidate it. I'm sure there's some duplicates of things and just whatever. Um, Find out how big of a drive I need as a secondary backup, buy one of those, and then copy it and put that in a safe or safety deposit box or something. So I'm kind of excited. Just ordered it. Stuff hasn't even shipped yet, so it'll probably be here next week or sometime on the weekend. Next step on the computer is to get a better CPU. It's a AMD Ryzen 5 3500X. That's what I'm running currently, and it works. Most of the games I have, it works fine. It's not really the biggest priority, but I've got one game called Teardown, which is CPU. It's physics based, and I bought a better graphics card, and then like nothing really got better. And I was like, "What the hell's going on?" I didn't realize at the time that that game is CPU based primarily. So I didn't really see much improvement. A little bit, but not much. So I'd like to go from a 6 core, 12 thread to something bigger. But the one I really want is, looking at about 300. Come on, dude, go. Um, you're looking at about $300. You know, and you know, it's an AM4 motherboard, so it's previous gen. The other thing I thought about was, do I just start over by a new motherboard, AM5 motherboard, go with the newest, latest, and greatest? But the high end AM4 stuff is more than good enough. And do you put the money into just the Ryzen 9, something? I've got some in my Amazon list, and just max out the board that I have. It is a pretty good gaming motherboard, but it's probably 3 or 4 or 5 years old. It's not brand new. But like so most of the games I play, this game plays just fine. The GPU is more than enough for it, but I'm playing in 1080p. So also on the list is to go to a 4K TV. Probably won't play in 4K. I'll probably play in 1440 or something. Honestly, 4K is kind of not really
Keep right.
necessary. Because then I'd probably need to upgrade graphics cards again. And you just start chasing, stuff where it's like suddenly you've got, you know, couple $1,000 invested in a computer to play video games, and it's a bit of a balancing act. How much money do you want to spend on a piece of equipment so you can sit on your ass and simulate driving a truck, which I did in real life. I don't know. There's a you know there's a losing rate of return for improvement. You can just keep chasing that every percentage, and suddenly you've got a huge amount of money invested in something that you shouldn't have invested it in. So one step at a time. I need the M.2. I'm running out of storage. So those are two things that were, are going to dramatically increase um, fix problems that I have, pretty immediately. Processors, not a big deal. The one game doesn't play that great. Well, okay. That's really the only game I have that's physics based where this is an issue. God, another frickin' toll booth. I mean, they're like every 3 miles. I don't understand the purpose of this. Why? I need to get one of those, transponders and see if some of these other lanes open up as possibilities for me at that point. It'd probably be worth it.
Keep left.
Curious to see how much faster the games load coming off of an M.2 versus an old mechanical hard drive that's pretty ancient. Yeah, I got a couple of games that take a long time to load the data. ATS isn't too bad, um, except for where it kind of stumbles a bit between map sets or something. I don't know, but I've mentioned it before where it kind of twitches. Doesn't affect me enough. Doesn't affect the game that much. It doesn't make it unplayable, but it is kind of annoying when it sort of pauses for a microsecond.
Keep left.
So why is this white car to my left suddenly going slow as hell? It's like fly by the semi and then just sit there in the left lane for no frickin' reason. Another realistic situation. And then they jump over and go faster in the right lane than they were in the left lane. Another pretty realistic situation. Let's go 10 miles an hour under the speed limit in the passing lane, and then jump to the right and go faster. All right. It never happens in real life, let me tell you. People drive perfectly. Oh my God, another freaking. guess I just don't understand. There's no exit here to get off the highway. So what is the point of having the toll booth broken up into small segments like that? I can understand if there's like an exit right here to get to a city or a town where you would want to have people to be able to pay and get off the highway. But it's not the case here. It's like let's just stop every 5 miles or 10, whatever the hell it is, and make people pay another 30 euros. Why not just charge me 60 one time and not have all these stupid plazas? I don't really quite understand what the point is. There's a rest area right there and fuel. Let me just get off here. It's not really safe for me to not really safe, yeah. I mean, it's a game, but still. Where the
Go straight on.
let's go ahead and fuel up. God. Don't need the fuel quite, but this will get us all the way to the end. Okay, and while I'm here, so I have an hour and 30 minutes before I got to stop. Let's see. Oh, there's the yawn for the first one. Let's see if there's. Okay, so I could stop at the next way station there. Um, and there's one there too. So I have about an hour. What did it say? An hour and a half. Let me just put the. That's 60 miles. So we should be able to make that. 70 miles. Yeah, we should be able to make that. And we'll stop here. We should see this talk about maximizing your hours. 70 miles. I have an hour and a half left. According to this, I've got 1 hour and 30 minutes, which should get us about 60 something miles. So we should be able to do that.
Drive safe.
Huh, they got a Tesla charging station right there. Interesting. Parking to the A8. Here you got to be careful because it's such a yield. You know, in real life, you would do this and glance to the left. You really can't do that while you're driving on the game. There were a couple of bailout options also if he starts to have issues before I get to that final rest area that I plan. There was a bailout option before that. So if he starts to yawn a lot or I start to see tunnel vision, then we'll have some other choices we can make. Seems like it's about 45 minutes. It's is what it's going to be, for each video, and that's about 45 minutes for 11 hours of drive time in real in game time, something like that. Okay, my guy is turning red now, so I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna stop here, guys, because I don't want to end up freaking crashing. Yes, I know. What was it? So I've got an hour. I'm surprised that it's red. Okay. See how it went tunnel vision right there? The truck parking is right here. There we go. All right, guys, we're going to pause it here. Um, I'll go ahead and let me just show you what happens when you rest. You hit that, and it's early. So we're going to get some night driving on this next sequence. I will see you guys in just a minute. Ken's 97 Stowe signing off. This is the end of part 2 from Madrid to someplace in Italy.